Sarah, Iowa caucuses less than 2 weeks away. Is Ron DeSantis going to shock the world? Is Donald Trump going to pound him into the ground and officially end this thing? What's your call on it?
So I do think that in Iowa, I think that DeSantis has a pretty good shot at winning. He obviously has a very strong ground game there. He's been visiting. I know he visited all of the counties in the full Grassley that he set out to do. And I do think that he will be a pretty strong contender in Iowa. Now, I don't know what that says for the rest of the country, because obviously there's a lot left to do. I don't think that DeSantis will overall, I don't think that he will be the nominee, but I do think that he has a really good shot at winning Iowa, and who knows what kind of momentum that might give him going into the other primaries.
Okay, Sarah, this whole thing, if that doesn't work out for DeSantis, was this whole thing a mistake? Did it? I don't listen to all the fanboys on each side. It's obnoxious, but did it hurt his career? Did it help his career? It's easy to say it hurts it now, but losing a presidential primary is a great way to be the nominee the next time, as many people have chosen. What did it do to him or for him?
Yeah, I mean, I would hate to think that it would be held against him later on after we're out of this weird, as you point out, this weird cultish, like there are the Trumpers and the DeSantis people, and somehow we like agree on all of the platforms and ideas and policies, but we hate each other for some reason. I don't live in that world. I know you don't either. And so it's weird to see, but I mean, you have to believe that going into, the future elections that DeSantis will have made a name for himself. You see his track record in Florida. And, I think that it's such an unprecedented time where all of the other Republicans are going, we have no idea if this guy's going to be put in prison. And we agree with you that it's not right. It's not just. It's a horrible abuse of the system. But we don't know what they can get away with doing to Donald Trump. And we need someone else to be around in case he's, I don't know, put in prison or eliminated off the ballot or, you name it. All of these are horrible, disgusting things. And for as much as the left likes to talk about threatening democracy, this is a great way of them actually doing it. But I mean, I understand why someone would go, well, we may need a second option, guys, and I'd like to throw my hat into the ring.
Speaking of which, Maine's, well, here it is. They're never going to let Donald Trump be president again. The system, our corrupt, hideous, unjust, unlawful system, they're never going to let him be president again. Whether they throw him in prison or make him cop a plea, they're going to take his name off the ballot so it's not possible for him to win. And it doesn't have to be in a bunch of states, remember. You take his name off the ballot in really even one, but definitely 2 swing states, it's over. Jesse, we'll just write him in. No, you'll write him in. I'll write him in. Enough people will not write him in to win. We won't be able to win that way. Okay, Sarah, here's the problem I see on the right. It's not Trump fans or DeSantis fans. It's any fan of any stripe who believes there's something that will make these communists stop, that they'll stop with Trump, or that they'll stop with the ballot thing, or that they'll stop when it's done. Why is so much of the supposedly aware and informed American right still so far behind reality when it comes to what kind of evil they're facing? I find it fascinating. I had friends say to me recently, well, he'll be fine because these are lies, as if that mattered at all.
Yeah, it is really hard to see these people, as you point out. I had people tell me all the time, oh, sure, they're not really going to throw him in jail. Do you really think they would throw him in jail? Yes, absolutely, in a second. And guess what? They will sleep like a baby at the end of the night because they don't care. And the problem here is that you are talking to people who think that we're all playing by the same rules. We have people on our side who are dealing, they're making good faith deals with people who they think are making good faith deals in return, and that they are all good actors, just like us. That's not who we're dealing with here. We are dealing with people who think that the ends justifies the means, or the means justifies the end, and they will do whatever it takes to keep power. And I think that that's just really difficult for some of the people on our side to identify with, because that's not them, and they don't understand. They think everyone acts in good conscience. Guess what? These are bad actors. They don't care. They will destroy you to keep power. And I fear that it's going to take something like this to erode our, as they love to call it, democracy. I fear that it's going to take something like this just for our side to understand that they don't play by the rules that they set for you. They only want you to play by them.